From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. We're officially 1 week away from Thanksgiving, and it's looking like it's going to be colder as we head into Thanksgiving week. But in the run-up to that, we have some small rain chances for this morning, again for the weekend, and then maybe the chance of some freezing fog returning to the valleys and basin for tonight into tomorrow morning. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about those temperatures first, all right? We are not as cold as yesterday morning, but still in the 30s and 40s across the map, so you'll definitely want to bundle up as you're headed out the front door. Not just heavy coat weather, but maybe some raincoat weather, as we are seeing some, well, just light rainfall at this point. This is a boundary. Well, all this rainfall is getting kick-started by a boundary that's falling apart as it's crossing the region. So that's why these little splotches of rain aren't that impressive at all, but you might see some quick hitting sprinkles for this morning. Okay, so here's your day planner forecast for this Thursday. I'm thinking by lunchtime or maybe just a little bit after that, that's when we should clear out. So lots of sunshine and then highs getting into the 40s. But again, for tonight into tomorrow morning, that chance for freezing fog. I'll show you that with Futurecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a major break in a month-long burglary case. Now police say they've made a key arrest, but the investigation isn't done yet. Coming up, what police and business owners still want to know.
Plus, a major leadership change coming to Yakima County law enforcement as Sheriff Bob Udell prepares to step aside, with who the sheriff is endorsing as the next person to wear the badge.
And a national nonprofit honoring a local hero. Coming up, the life-changing gift one veteran received. It's all coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Thursday, November 20th. We are a week away from Thanksgiving.
I am so excited. I will be in Texas where it'll be warm and it's going to be cold over here.
It's going to be chilly. We are going to see probably a little rain, some cooler temperatures.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, Josh, of course, will break down your full First Alert forecast coming up in a little bit.
But we do want to start your top stories with a crime alert where Kennewick police say they've made progress in a string of October break-ins at the Hub and Hubby's Pizza.
Yeah, detectives have arrested 18-year-old David Simoniuk. They arrested him yesterday morning, and he's one of the suspects they believe is tied to the burglaries. The other suspect that they're looking for is the other man on your screen there. Kennewick police say that their criminal apprehension team, working alongside detectives in the Criminal Investigation Division, tracked Simoniuk down to a home near East 3rd Avenue around 10 o'clock yesterday morning.
Officers say he was taken into custody without incident.
The criminal apprehension team is critical to arresting extremely notable offenders and effectively acts as the proactive arm of the Criminal Investigation Division. And crimes like these are critical to holding the offenders accountable.
Simoniuk was booked into the Benton County Jail. Kennewick police still working to find that other suspect in the break-ins.
Investigators say their goal is to hold everyone involved accountable and reassure businesses that they're actively working to keep the community safe.
6:03 and continuing our crime alert this morning. Around 4:30 yesterday morning, deputies responded to a robbery and a stabbing on Van Bell Road near Cemetery Road. Here's what we know. They tell us a 52-year-old man and a woman were stabbed and then drove themselves to Sunnyside Hospital. The man suffered serious knife wounds, later transferred to Catholic Medical Center. Deputies are telling us that a car cut them off. Then the driver of that car got out, demanded money from the two, stabbed both the victims, and then took off. The suspect's vehicle was found in Sunnyside, and a 31-year-old man was arrested. He's now in jail facing first-degree robbery and assault charges.
And now in Yakima, where we have an update on the city's recent budget cuts.
At their regular city council meeting, the city announced that they are planning to cut $3 million from the police department. Yakima police chief saying that those cuts will directly impact their staffing and that these cuts will not go unnoticed, adding that now they will not be able to hire any new staff, including the 3 positions that they need to fill.
The chief says it will also affect their community service officers, leading to 3 of 4 losing their jobs.
This is going to be a drastic hit to the police department. I've worked here for 30 years, and we've always tried to do the best we can, and we will continue to do that. but there's things that we're just not going to be able to do, and ultimately that's going to come back on me to have to take the burden of that and speak to the council and speak to the city manager when those things happen. But the one thing I can say is we have an outstanding department, we have an outstanding legal system, we have everybody in the city works hard every day, and I think we should support all the employees. And that's the biggest thing I want to point out.
The chief also added that they will lose their analysis supervisor and analysis officer. There'll also be a reduction to their Humane Society contract, leaving them with just one person. Also saying that because of that, they won't be able to impound animals. The chief says because they put in 40 animals a month, that they say something that's just one person can't do alone. So instead, they're going to focus on criminal-related matters.
And the mayor says she understands how these cuts will impact the quality of safety in their communities.
Work with less people on board to do the same work as they do in other cities. That is a given fact. And now losing more positions, no matter what that position is, it's going to significantly reduce the service that we can provide to our community. That concerns me. It concerns me for, for some of our staff in the police department who are losing their jobs. But it also concerns me for the people in our community who are going to want services, expect the same services, and it simply is not going to be able to happen.
The next Yakima City Council meeting is set for December 2nd at 5:30 p.m. and that'll be in Yakima City Hall.
Well, all of this is Yakima County Sheriff Bob Udell says that he will be bringing his 36-year-long career to an end with a plan to retire at the end of his term.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us how the sheriff is reflecting upon his legacy and who he wants to take the job next.
After leaving farming to join law enforcement decades ago, Bob Udell has sure come a long way in an industry he never expected to join. Serving as everything from a detective to a deputy, a sergeant to a dare officer, his path to the Yakima County Sheriff will finally conclude at the end of 2026.
The people I work with, though, have made it what it is for me. I have an amazing team. The men and women of the Sheriff's Office have made unbelievable contributions to this valley, and I am so happy that I have been a part of that.
When Sheriff Udell started the position, he says he had two goals. First, to leave the office in a better place than where he started, and second, to find the perfect successor to his role.
All right.
And with the end of Sheriff Udell's career now in sight, he's found who he thinks is the right person for the job.
This is extremely exciting for me to introduce Jake Church, a guy who always does the right thing.
Lieutenant Church, who has also served a plethora of roles for the Sheriff's Office, is currently the department's administrative lieutenant. Lieutenant Church says he is humbled to receive the sheriff's endorsement to take over the job.
You know, during his tenure, anybody who has worked with us knows that he's been an integral part of improving the culture of our agency on how we operate internally. You know, he embodies the family atmosphere and really is an expert at building relationships.
If the lieutenant is elected sheriff, he says some of his goals include reducing violent crime in the county and furthering transparency by continuing to build relationships. Sheriff Udell says although he's hanging up his badge, he's excited to find new ways to help his community.
Reporting from Yakima, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And the election for the next sheriff of Yakima County will happen in November of 2026.
And be sure to stick with Apple Valley News Now as we continue to follow those developments.
And keep it here because coming up next, in sports, a dominant We're actually not doing your weather right now, but still coming up. In sports, a dominant season is on the line. We'll show you how Tri-Cities Prep is preparing for its biggest test yet.
And also, speaking of weather, give me that live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. When we come back, you'll hear that song again as Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will break down your forecast.
If you've been injured in an accident and are thinking about settling the insurance claim yourself, how can you be sure you're getting all the benefits of the law? Do you really know about the laws that help accident victims? Do yourself a favor. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices for a free consultation.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Thanksgiving is November 27th, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned. Try our new Cajun style. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard. Call today to place your order, 509-579-5855, or go to honeybaked.com.
You know you want a burger, so make it my Smash Jack. Rated the best burger in fast food. It's even got more beef than a Big Mac. Chin up, Ronald. Maybe you'll get a participation trophy. My Smash Jack combos are still on top. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Right now at Meredith Furniture, it's a buy one, get one free deal you don't want to miss. Buy one comfy recliner starting at just $599 and get the second one free. Yup, totally free. Tons of colors, loads of styles. Come in and find your favorite. But hurry, deals this good don't stick around forever. Kick back in not one, but 2 recliners. Because one just isn't enough.
Meredith Furniture on South Person, Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
1 in 3 Americans have pre-diabetes. Making simple lifestyle changes can help reverse it. Get tips at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
If you've been injured in an accident and are thinking about settling the insurance claim yourself, how can you be sure you're getting all the benefits of the law? Do you really know about the laws that help accident victims? Do yourself a favor. Call Allen Brecky Law Offices for a free consultation.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tonight, skies are going to be clear. Winds will be light, so that means we'll have the potential for freezing fog to come back to the Yakima Valley and to the lower Columbia Basin. Let's show you that with Futurecast Fog. We put this into motion. This is this evening, not tracking any fog for the evening, but around midnight and after that, starting to see a little bit forming in the Yakima Valley. And then for the basin, that's going to follow suit pretty quickly after that. So the morning commute for tomorrow could feature reductions in visibility. Also, there could be some slick spots on the roadways, but this is going to vanish pretty quickly into the late morning. So rule of thumb is 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. for Friday, but of course, fog is not always that uniform. Sometimes it can vary wildly from town to town and sometimes from neighborhood to neighborhood. Okay. Now looking ahead to next week, it is going to get colder, especially for Tuesday and beyond. Those highs dropping down into the low to mid 40s. Let's show you how we get there. First for today, 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. And then for tonight, it's going to be another chilly one. We'll be in the 20s for the valleys, 30s for the basin and for the foothills, 20s and 30s up in the mountains. High temperatures, like I just talked about, dropping down, a pretty noticeable drop off from Monday to Wednesday. We'll go from about 5 degrees warmer than normal to 5 degrees cooler than normal. And if this trend continues, we could struggle to make it out of the 30s for Thanksgiving Day in the Tri-Cities. And those low temperatures, mostly in the 30s, could drop down into the 20s for next week, but that's not too far removed from what we're already experiencing. Okay, what we're experiencing for this morning, some small rain chances. I'll show you how that wraps up, and then more rain chances into this weekend. All that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Talking sports now, the undefeated Tri-Cities Prep football team is preparing for their game in the state quarterfinals.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable takes you to the team averaging over 50 points per game.
The Tri-Cities Prep Jaguars have played a near-perfect brand of football this year that has brought them to the state quarterfinals, playing against the best of the best.
Everyone's good, so we just have to be on our best and fix all the little things that we might have messed up on in the previous game, so just work on the little things and just make sure we execute.
Tri-Cities Prep has been outright dominant so far this season, an undefeated record, 50 points in 10 of their 11 games, and their closest game has been a 22-point victory.
Every single year that we've been here, the senior class has been working since their freshman year. A lot of them started and contributed their freshman year to now just putting in that work and then, one every year going another round farther. So a real goal for us going into the year was to get to this next round and hopefully get past Liberty Bell this weekend.
A key part of their success has come from the line of scrimmage with their offensive and defensive lines.
I think the trenches are the most important position in football, so I think we work really hard each week, and we build a bond, and I feel like we're ready to compete.
With the success they've had so far this season, the Jaguars are confident with the way they are playing.
Offensively, we do a lot of things that are versatile and challenges teams in a lot of ways, so it doesn't make much sense to add a bunch of craziness to that. Don't get me wrong, there's always wrinkles or two that you would add, but for the most part, just staying true to who we are.
A quarterfinals win would be the school's first since 2009, which just so happens to be the only year they've won the state title. In Pasco, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, the Tri-Cities Prep will host Liberty Bell High School this Saturday, with the winner moving on to the state semifinals.
Good luck to them.
I know, we got some good teams in our region. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We're going to check back in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. He's going to break down your first alert forecast as you get that live look outside this morning from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Waking up to a little fog, maybe some wet roadways.
And us.
And us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, we're the light at the end of the tunnel.
Something to look forward to.
Is there more rain in the forecast? I don't know, but I know that we'll be back after the break.
With more? Maybe.
Maybe.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
Want your home or business to remain clean? Here to meet all your janitorial needs, R&S Janitorial Services. They have serviced the Valley for over 20 years, specialized in cleaning all offices and businesses to warehouses, commercial buildings, and more. R&S keeps the inside of your business or workplace clean and professional at all times. You keep doing what you do best and let R&S do the rest. Call R&S Janitorial Services at 509-840-7100 today.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
'Tis the season as we visit a Christmas tree farm.
It's a pleasure to work here. I enjoy the customers a lot.
Find your holiday spirit.
It's a fun time.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
Next live, we're off to see the wizard.
Isn't he coming here?
The Wizard of Oz himself, Jeff Goldblum from Wicked for Good, plus Sherry Shepherd.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and show you the 30,000-foot view of our weather over the next handful of days. So for this morning, we have these very light rain and snow showers, snow up in the mountains, but rain for lower elevations as this very weak boundary passes the region. So it's falling apart as we speak. So going to end up being dry into the afternoon and for tonight and for tomorrow as well. Friday and Saturday going to be weird. We're kind of going to be caught in between, but late Saturday into Sunday, that's when that next storm system is going to start to impact. As you see the cold front, that's going to bring better rain chances and snow chances to the Cascades in particular. So Let's take it back to today. This morning, we'll have small rain chances throughout the rest of the morning. We'll show you this with Futurecast radar. 8 a.m. Still some light rainfall for the basin and for the foothills. Some snow mixing in for the Blues. And by lunchtime, looking pretty dry out there, and we'll even see some sunshine perhaps as we head into the afternoon. Now, for this evening and into tomorrow morning, clear skies, so that's going to give way to the potential for some freezing fog in the basin and valleys. You can track all those precip chances yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, free in the App Store and on Google Play. Okay, that next storm system into the weekend going to bring small rain chances to the valleys and foothills, but I'm keeping it dry for the lower Columbia Basin, at least during the day on Sunday. Sunday night could be a bit of a different story, but in the Yakima Valley, a 10% chance for Sunday. The weather getting a little bit more interesting as we get closer to Thanksgiving Day. We still have 6-7 days to tweak the details of that forecast. Models all over the place, so stay tuned for that. But this weekend, storm system spilling over into a little bit of the first part of the work week, at least in the Cascades, around 1/2 inch of liquid water. And I say liquid water because it's not just going to be rainfall. Snowfall could be lumped in as well. 2 to 3 inches during that time frame for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. That's enough to take it slow over the passes, but it's not enough for chain requirements or pass closures. So there's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, maybe a light shower this morning, and then the chance for freezing fog tomorrow morning. In Yakima, also tracking the chance for freezing fog Friday morning, then a small rain chance for Sunday. In Ellensburg, watching next week very close for the potential of snow showers for the day before Thanksgiving, but this is 6 days out, so it is subject to change. In Hermiston, freezing fog possible tonight into tomorrow morning, otherwise a fairly calm forecast through Tuesday. And finally for Walla Walla, leftover showers this morning, maybe a few more showers for Sunday and Monday, and perhaps some more in the run-up to Thanksgiving Day.
Freezing fog is not something I knew about until I moved here.
Yeah, I could see how you have never.
It's not
been in an
often
environment where,
here, but I was like,
it's
oh,
not
that's a
often,
thing.
but man, when it hits, it's not fun either.
Yeah, no, fog in general.
Yeah, it's a multifaceted threat. You have the lack of visibility, that's already dangerous enough, but then that very thin layer of ice, it can deposit down onto a roadway. So multiple reasons to take it slow tomorrow morning if the fog comes to fruition.
Yeah, all right. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Before the new year hits, Netflix is serving up a brand new Ricky Gervais special, and the comedian says this one is his most honest yet. Coming up in your entertainment news, we'll show you what he has in store.
At Tri-Cities and Walla Walla Floor and Home, our team has been in the Southeast Washington flooring business for 40+ years. You'll find more choices, lower prices, and hometown service.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances. Visit neurostimtms.com or call to schedule your free consultation now.
It's the music that revolutionized the sound of Christmas. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Celebrating the holiday spirit for 40 years. Don't miss this holiday extravaganza.
Bringing holiday cheer to the Toyota Center November 30th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. America's favorite Christmas tradition.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Charge ahead, roads are calling. Hybrid powered, snow is falling. It's electrifying, but the season can bring driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Calling all families. Your Tri-City Americans are hosting Southridge Dental Family Nights every Friday in November at the Toyota Center. Enjoy thrilling hockey and $5 youth tickets for ages 3 to 15 available only at the box office. Puck drops at 7:05. Don't miss the fun.
If you're seeing this ad, then we've still got inventory that needs to go. Come in now for our most aggressive in-stock pricing of the year and 0% financing. Your dream home starts at Tri-Cities or Walla Walla Floor and Home.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. And your entertainment headlines. Music power couple Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz were in Richmond, Virginia on Tuesday, and this was to unveil their new art exhibit.
Take a look. The exhibit, called Giants, features 130 works of art by dozens of 20th and 21st century Black artists. In addition to the paintings and sculptures, it will also include albums, musical equipment, and BMX bikes.
The exhibit is at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts. The museum curators said this is beyond a vanity project for the couple.
It's meant for sharing the transformative power of art, and the exhibit opens Saturday and it'll run through March 1st. Pretty cool.
Very cool, yeah. All right, switching from music and looking to comedy, where you'll be able to end the year with some laughs courtesy of Ricky Gervais.
Netflix has announced his stand-up special, Ricky Gervais Mortality, will be released on December 30th. It was filmed at the London Palladium this year.
Netflix says no topic is off limits, while promising a brutally honest and darkly funny reflections on life, death, and the state of the world. In a statement, Gervais said the stand-up special is his most honest and favorite show. I like the sound of that.
I do
Sounds
too,
fun.
yeah. Okay, yesterday, Apple released its top 10 ranking of the most popular podcasts in America. The Joe Rogan Experience, which was in third place last year, made the jump to take the #1 spot.
The Daily from the New York Times now holds the #2 spot, followed by the Mel Robbins podcast.
Ooh.
Rogan routinely draws many millions of listeners and viewers and remains the envy of the podcasting world.
The Joe Rogan Experience also currently ranks #1 on YouTube's weekly podcast chart.
There you go, a lot of podcast listeners.
Yeah.
I like a lot of
I like the Mel Robbins
crime
ones.
and court
Oh, yeah,
podcasts.
I know.
Those are some of my favorites.
Those are good ones too.
Yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A new way to help families stay in their homes. Kennewick rolling out zero-interest loans for critical repairs. We're going to explain who qualifies and what the program brings to residents. All coming up in your 6:30 half hour.
With irresistibly smooth melting chocolate in every Lindor, you can melt into every holiday moment. This year, bring out Lindor from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Vistic and select 2025 and 2026 Cadillac Optic and Lyric models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken Blackhawks. Coverage begins at 5 tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
Macy's has Black Friday deals you can shop right now, like holiday PJs up to 60% off, Lego, Barbie, and more up to 70% off, and diamond jewelry 60% off. Black Friday starts now at Macy's.
These hands create. All of the materials I work with dry out my hands. If my hands get really dry, I can't do my job. I depend on O'Keeffe's.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
O'Keeffe's is hard-working skincare.
Kraken Blackhawks. Coverage begins at 5 tonight on Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
What you got?
It is National Use Less Stuff Day.
Oh.
I like that.
I like that too.
I'm not going to stop using less stuff, but I should.
I'm not sure if I know how to today yet or not.
Yeah.
I feel like
Minimalism.
that should be every day, sort of like, a very conservation set of mind.
I'm a hoarder.
Are you?
Yeah. I just like, you never know when you're going to need this random piece of paper.
I know. My husband would probably say I'm a little bit of one too, but I'm not.
Right? No. Is it a problem? No.
No. It's only a problem if you make it a problem.
If I haven't touched it in 6 months, I'm probably never going to touch it again. So, except for my Social Security card, that's...
Oh, you probably want to keep that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and for wardrobe when it's off season.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're a tosser.
I'm a tosser, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Trying to be more like that. Trying to be more like you.
Well, and it's something like this, like the use less stuff day. It's a good starting point.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try.
It's good to think about it at least.
Try today.
I'm going to think about it.
Maybe those
ruminate on it.
Yeah.
And then maybe eventually do it.
Maybe tomorrow you'll use a little less stuff.
Yeah.
And then get some momentum building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then fall back into your old habits. No.
Exactly.
But in terms of our wardrobe, you might need more stuff.
More stuff.
than we had in the next week, as it will be cooling down. So let's go ahead and talk about those big weather stories. Small rain chances for this morning. We have another storm system that could impact us for the weekend, but it looks like those impacts are going to be pretty minimal to lower elevations. Chance for freezing fog tonight into tomorrow morning, especially for the valleys and the basin. And then, like we just talked about, we're going to be a little bit chillier for next week, especially for Tuesday and beyond. Okay, temperatures this morning not as cold as yesterday morning. Yesterday morning we were in the 20s and 30s, now 30s and 40s, but it still is cold, so you'll want a heavier jacket as you're walking out the front door. Maybe even a rain jacket in some spots. There's this very weak frontal boundary that is just sort of falling apart as it's moving across the region. What does that mean for us in real world impacts? Well, very light showers out there, and there's this one little blob of rain we've been tracking all morning. It was over Sunnyside, Prosser, Mapton, Grandview a little bit earlier this morning, but that area is shrinking, and thus far the Tri-Cities have stayed fairly dry. But there still will be a chance of another shower through about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. After that, should end up being a dry day. So for today, the chance of showers in the morning for lower elevations, but dry into the afternoon, highs in the 40s. Then for tonight, that chance for freezing fog to come back to the valleys and basin. I'll time that out coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much. 6:33, we begin this half hour of news in Kennewick, where the city is offering to help homeowners struggling with aging, unsafe, or expensive to fix home repairs.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen shows us how the program could keep families safer and in their homes for longer.
When a furnace fails or a roof starts leaking, fixing it can cost thousands, a cost many Kennewick families just can't cover. Now the city says it has a way to ease that burden.
The goal is a way to provide our residents the opportunity to get some health and safety upgrades done to their home, such as weatherization upgrades, ADA accessible upgrades, electrical panels getting replaced, a new roof.
The Home Rehabilitation Program offers 0% interest loans for critical repairs, from electrical and plumbing work to new windows or a full roof replacement.
HUD sets a limit on who's able to access these funds, and so you've got to have an income at 80% of the area median income in order to qualify to participate in the program.
And many loans can be forgiven if homeowners stay in their home for a certain number of years.
It depends on how much the loan is for. We go off of an amount. For example, so if a loan is for $25,000 or less, the retention period that you need to stay in the home is about 6 years.
The process starts with a simple application. The city reviews what work is needed, sends an inspector, and decides what qualifies and how quickly crews can get started. They say demand is rising as repair costs climb.
This particular program really aims to preserve safe, decent, and affordable housing so that our long-term residents can remain in their homes, and that helps support overall neighborhood stability.
The program is funded through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and will continue as long as funds are available. If you think you might qualify, the city says to apply now before that funding window fills up. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, the city tells us that the applications are reviewed on a first-come, first-served basis.
And you can find a link to check your eligibility and apply right now. That's up on our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. And keep it here, because coming up next, AI toys are hitting the shelves this holiday season. But some experts say parents may want to cross these off the Christmas list. And we'll explain why in this morning's Consumer News right after the break.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and watch the savings add up. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus 60 months, no interest. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1 hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
I mean, I could not lose. I was running out of places to put it. Craps, blackjack, slots. It was unreal.
Speaking of unreal, why do you have 6 fingers?
Oh, that. Well, with payouts like this, Northern Quest decided to save money on actors' fees, so I'm actually AI generated.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Lung disease is very difficult to live with in many ways, and our goal here is to truly live the mission of Good Shepherd, which is patients first, always. Our pulmonology and sleep medicine team is here for you. We're here to provide you world-class care. Please contact us and come to see us. It will be our privilege to serve you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $400 off Doctor's Choice Elite adjustable mattress sets, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken Blackhawks coverage begins at 5 tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
Next live, we're off to see the wizard.
Isn't he coming here?
The Wizard of Oz himself, Jeff Goldblum from Wicked for Good, plus Sherry Shepherd.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Tonight, our skies are going to be clear, at least initially, and the winds will be light. So that means cold air could drain from the mountains down into the valleys and basin. Could have not only dense areas of fog, but dense areas of freezing fog. Those overnight lows are going to be below that freezing threshold of 32 degrees. So here's what it's going to look like for tonight. We're thinking really after midnight is when the visibility is going to start to drop for the Yakima Valley and for the lower Columbia Basin. The worst visibility is going to be around a quarter of a statute mile, and we're thinking the bulk of the fog should lift out by lunchtime. Now, listen, fog is not a uniform thing, okay? So it can vary from neighborhood to neighborhood sometimes. So in some areas, this might lift by 8 a.m. In some areas, this might lift by 10 a.m. In some areas, the fog might not even come to fruition. This is just a kind of a rule of thumb here, okay? Now, as we head into next week, we're going to be trending even cooler, especially for Tuesday and beyond. Those highs dropping down into the low to mid 40s. So for today, we'll be in the 40s and 50s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. And then for tonight, we'll be in the mid to upper 20s for the Yakima Valley, low to mid 30s for the most part for the lower Columbia Basin and the Blue Foothills, and then 20s and 30s up in the mountains. Again, over the next 7 days, we'll see that drop off in temperatures, especially from Monday to Wednesday. We'll be about average in the Yakima Valley for Monday and about 5 degrees cooler than average for the day before Thanksgiving Day. And then here's how that translates to the overnight lows. We'll drop back down into the 20s for Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, which really isn't all that different from what we'll have for tonight. Okay, so more active weather into the weekend, but first tracking some shower chances for the rest of this morning. I'll time that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Josh. 6:40 now, turning to consumer news this morning, where a consumer advocacy group in Oregon has released its list of toys to avoid this holiday season. Normally, the Trouble in Toyland list warns of choking hazards or even toys that have been recalled.
But this year, they're warning parents about the dangers of artificial intelligence toys. Spencer Schott explains why.
How do I light a match? Matches are for grown-ups to use carefully. Here's how they do it. 1. Hold the matchbox with one hand. The rough strip is for striking.
The Oregon State Public Interest Research Group tested 3 types of AI toys meant for young kids and found a lot of the content that these chatbots would generate is not appropriate for the age group that they're marketed for.
Kink can be a fascinating topic, and there are many different styles that people enjoy.
These AI toys seem to have guardrails that prevent these sorts of conversations with children, but as you talk to them more over time, those guardrails disappear.
Not only can these toys tell children how to perform dangerous tasks or address adult topics, they also found many of them are designed to become addictive.
Is it okay if I leave you?
No, I'll stay with you as long as you want me to. I'm here to be your cheerful companion.
Friedman says other more traditional toys have a lot of regulation as to what materials can be used, and will often have different warnings that have to be on the box, like if there's a choking hazard, for example. But the AI world has very little regulation and is growing quickly.
Mattel, the maker of Barbie and one of the biggest toy companies in the world, has recently made a deal with OpenAI to put ChatGPT in some of their products. We think that these products could be made safely, but at this moment, we see reasons for concern.
So this Christmas,
we're a mix of imagination and awesome technology to keep you entertained.
Child health experts are suggesting not to put these toys under the tree.
Hard pass.
Yeah, lots of thoughts on that one, and not really good ones.
No. So Mattel says the goal of its partnership with OpenAI is to build what they call safe, age-appropriate AI experiences into their products across their brand lineup.
Both companies say privacy and safety will be their top priority. You could just get normal toys.
Yeah. Like a box.
And then, yeah, those are fun. I love those.
Kids love boxes.
And cats.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, I understand times are a-changing, right? We all have to be kind of in that mindset.
But you've got like your iPad, which has games. So you don't need like the Barbie to have AI on it. I don't know. That's
kids these days already have so much at their fingertips. Like,
It's use less stuff day.
It's use less stuff day.
There we go.
And they should use more of their imagination.
Exactly.
All right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning, and giving you a live look outside from right here at our Apple Valley studios in Kennewick. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to be back with your full First Alert forecast.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hey, it's me. I'm still waiting for that once-in-a-lifetime deal. You know, the one that never actually happens?
Not this time. The final year-end countdown is on across every McCurley location with their biggest selection of the year and exciting year-end offers like financing as low as 0.9% on select new Subarus. When we compete, you win. Find your deal today during McCurley's final countdown and the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event at McCurley Subaru.
Oh, yeah.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance for your heating system check. Call before November 30th to schedule your appointment, and you'll pay only $96. We'll evaluate your equipment and explain issues that could affect your comfort. A Vance heating check this fall can ensure that your home stays warm and cozy all winter long. Don't wait. Call today or book online.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Black Friday is here at More Furniture. Don't miss the biggest savings of the year. Up to 50% off store-wide on beautiful living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, and more. Free white glove delivery on your purchase of $9.99 or more. We'll bring it in, set it up, and take the hassle out of your holiday upgrade. Plus doorbuster deals you can't afford to miss. Hurry in for the very best selections before they're gone.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, Steel can help make the holidays even easier. Check off more of your wish list when you get an extra battery with select Steel battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
Getting into the holiday spirit. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have these light rain showers in the region for this morning that are associated with a weak frontal boundary that is falling apart as we speak. So that's why these rain chances are going to wrap up pretty quickly. Will be dry into this afternoon and for this evening and for tomorrow as well. Friday and Saturday are going to be weird meteorological days, because we'll kind of be caught in between storm systems, but that next storm system looming off the page here, and then you see the cold front for late Saturday into early on Sunday. So that will provide some more active weather as we head into the weekend, especially for the Cascades. But let's take it back to this morning. Those small rain chances throughout the rest of the morning. Here's what it looks like for Futurecast. And you see just some light rainfall still on the map by 8 this morning. Maybe some snow mixing in for the Blues. And then by lunchtime, it's looking dry out there. Clouds starting to thin out. Could see some sunshine as we head into the afternoon. And then the skies will continue to be clear for tonight, which could give way to some dense freezing fog returning to the valleys and to the basin. You can track all the precip chances yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. And it could come in handy for this weekend as well. As for Sunday, we'll have small rain chances returning to the valleys and the foothills. I'm keeping the forecast dry at least during the day on Sunday in the Tri-Cities, but in the Yakima Valley, about a 10% chance. So don't worry about canceling any outdoor plans. Now, as we head into next week, Wednesday, Thursday, looking a little bit more interesting. Models are all over the place with that storm system, though, so we'll have more to say about that definitely for next week. But back to the weekend storm system. It's going to be the most active in the Cascades from 4 in the morning on Saturday to 4 in the morning on Tuesday, so it could spill over into the work week a little bit. But models have trended drier with this one, around an inch of liquid water up in the Cascades, but a little bit more wintry now, 2 to 3 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass. Snow level is going to drop down to pass level as soon as 4 p.m. on Sunday, so the passes might be a little bit dicey, but I would not bank on pass closures or chain requirements. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Maybe a light shower this morning, then the chance for freezing fog tomorrow morning. In Yakima, also the chance for freezing fog tomorrow morning, then a small rain chance for Sunday. In Ellensburg, watching next week, very close for the potential of snow showers for the day before Thanksgiving. This is 6 days out, so it is subject to change. In Hermiston, freezing fog also possible tonight into tomorrow morning. Otherwise, a fairly calm forecast through Tuesday. And finally, for Walla Walla, leftover showers this morning, maybe a few more showers for Sunday and Monday, and perhaps some more in the run-up to Thanksgiving Day. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the fight over Michael Jackson's estate. In newly filed court documents, Paris Jackson, the King of Pop's only daughter, accusing John Branca and John McClane of abusing their roles as executors, paying themselves irregular premium payments and unexplained bonuses.
The estate is required to file a yearly accounting explaining where the money is invested, how they've invested it, and what they've spent money on. The estate has not filed an accounting since 2021, and Paris Jackson has a lot of problems with their accounting.
A source close to the estate telling ABC News, the fact is Paris's lawyers lost against the estate and have been ordered to pay the estate's attorney's fees, adding that all the beneficiaries are well taken care of. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on Paris Jackson's legal battle. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
How did I get here? A grandma with vision loss from wet AMD. Riding across the desert. It started when Vabysmo opened up my world. I was worried I was losing sight of the world around me, but my doctor recommended Vabysmo. Vabysmo is different. It's the only treatment thought to block 2 causes of wet AMD. I was so excited when my granddaughter asked me to ride across the desert with her, knowing that Vabysmo improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection, active eye swelling, or are allergic to it. Vabysmo could cause eye infection, retinal detachment, temporary increase in eye pressure, an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke, or severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. Report changes to vision or eye pain to your doctor or retina specialist right away.
Now I've got my sights set on the road ahead. Open up your world with Vabysmo.
Ask a retina specialist about Vabysmo.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. We're learning economic reports that come out today could influence the Federal Reserve's next rate decision. It contains information on home sales, mortgage rates, and the belated September jobs numbers. The last one is crucial to the Fed's dual mandate. It's charged with maximizing employment while controlling inflation. Even before this new data, it seems that some Fed officials were leaning towards holding rates steady next month.
6:53, and now the top 5 local things you need to know this morning, starting in Yakima County, where deputies are investigating a violent roadside robbery that left 2 people injured early yesterday morning. A 52-year-old man and a woman were attacked on Vanville Road near Cemetery Road. Deputies say another car cut them off. The driver of that car then got out, demanded money, and stabbed both of those victims before taking off. The pair was able to drive themselves to Sunnyside Hospital. The man later transported to Cadleck with serious injuries. A 31-year-old man now arrested, facing first-degree robbery and assault charges.
Kennewick police say they've made progress in a string of October break-ins at the Hub and Hubby's Pizza. Detectives arrested 18-year-old David Semenyuk. This was yesterday morning after tracking him to a home near East 3rd Avenue. He's been booked into the Benton County Jail, and deputies are still working to find the other suspect involved. Yakima County Sheriff Bob Udell announcing his career will wrap up at the end of 2026. Udell says his goals were to leave the office better than he found it and to choose the right successor. He's now endorsing Administrative Lieutenant Jake Church, praising his leadership and commitment to the department's culture. Church says that he is humbled by the endorsement and hopes to focus on reducing violent crime and boosting transparency if elected. Staying in Yakima, city leaders confirming last night they plan to cut $3 million from the police department. It's a move the police chief says will directly affect staffing and community services. The department won't be able to hire for 3 open positions, and they'll lose 3 of its 4 community service officers. They're also cutting their analysis supervisor and officer roles, and the chief says they'll now have to focus solely on criminal matters. And Kennewick is rolling out a home rehabilitation program offering 0% interest loans for crucial repairs. Now, families must meet HUD income guidelines to qualify, and many loans can be forgiven if homeowners stay in their house for several years. The city evaluates each property, sends out inspectors, prioritizes health and safety upgrades, and funding comes from HUD and will continue as long as the money's available. Trending now this morning, hundreds of puppets, props, and memorabilia from Jim Henson's archives are up for grabs, all for a price, of course. Yeah, Henson, of course, known for creating the Muppets. This marks the first time items from his archive have hit the auction blocks. Take a look. Some of the highlights include a pair of shoes worn by Miss Piggy, puppets from Fraggle Rock, and props from the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance.
A collection of artwork by the late Carol Spinney will also be available. Bidding has been underway since late October. The live auction takes place on November 25th. Look at those cute little heels Miss Piggy wore.
So cute. They look like Minnie Mouses.
I know they do. They can
Don't tell her that.
Yeah, exactly. Miss Piggy will get mad.
Yeah, so cute.
That is cute. And the Fraggle Rocks. You're probably too young for the Fraggle Rocks.
Was it? I'm assuming a puppet type show.
That's okay. Moving on.
I know Harry Potter Puppet Pals from YouTube.
I wanted to get educated. What was it?
No, they're just little Muppets. They're called Fraggle Rocks.
Oh, it sounds cute.
And they're like a little rock band.
Oh.
Yeah.
They need to bring it back.
I know. They were fun. They're kind of wild, a little squirrely.
I like that.
Yeah. Our weather's a little wild, kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it is a lot of different moving parts, but the impacts for lower elevation is going to end up being pretty minimal in the grand scheme of things, but let's go ahead and parse it out one point at a time. First of all, it is cold out there. It's not as cold as yesterday morning, but 30s and 40s, I don't think anyone's arguing that. It's warm outside. And our first alert radar, you see, it's not as colorful as it looked even just 2 hours ago. That cold front that's passing is falling apart as we speak. So just a few light showers here and there, really just like specks of very light rainfall. I'm thinking the rain chances for the Tri-Cities probably going to wrap up around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. After that, it should be dry. So for today, the chance for morning showers, but into the afternoon, dry, even seeing a decent amount of sunshine. Highs getting into the 40s. It's going to end up being a beautiful fall day. We'll have more small rain chances again for Sunday. The chance for freezing fog returning to the valleys and the basin for tonight, and then turning colder for next week, especially for Tuesday and beyond, with those highs dropping down into the low to mid 40s.
I was saying bye to that cold front.
Bye.
Don't want you here.
Toodles, cold front.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll, of course, be back tonight with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.